Everybody, so I have a collective message. So this message will be for the people who have done the work, you've done the healing, you have moved kind of like you've transitioned into a good space, but for some reason, sometimes you go to a dark place, but you're able to get yourself out of that dark place. You used to stay in that dark place a long time, maybe days, weeks, but you have since, now that you go to the dark place, you kind of get out of it quicker. So maybe hours, you could stay there for days too, but you get out of it quicker. So this is for that collective, and it will kind of make sense once I start talking. So again, if this message, if you don't like collective messages, you can keep scrolling, that's fine. Okay, so just getting to it. So last night it was a download. So I was like this energy has been on me for a couple of days. Like I was in a good place. And then for some reason I was just feeling like things were going wrong. Things weren't as good as I thought they were. And then when I would think about it, and I'd be like, no, things are as good as I think they are. But then there's like this little voice telling me what they aren't. And so when that happens and I don't have a context for why I should be feeling bad or a certain way, I just do a check-in with myself and to find out, well, is this me or is it the collective? So I did a quick check-in last night and it was the collective. I should have did it before, but I just didn't. So it was the collective. So collectively, we are all feeling kind of, it felt like it was, what's the word that I used for it last time? I'm trying to think of it. Like not in the mud, but just maybe I'll think of it later. But kind of just sludge. That was it. I specifically referred to it as sludge. It felt like I was walking through sludge. Not light, just very like I was just trying to do it. And I just could not get myself out of it. And so then I've just concentrated on things that are working out in my life. So I was able to come out of it, but it was still like a learning curve. They wanted me to understand what was going on. So to understand what's going on for you guys. So I'm saying that the sun is beating down on me. That's why I'm squinting. So I'm saying that because this collective will resonate if you think about it. Things are going well, but for some reason you're feeling like they aren't. So what I want you to do is when you start to feel like things are you have a list of things that just are going terrible, go through each one and say, okay, you don't like your job. That can just be an example. I don't like my job. I hate it. Why do I have to get up every day and go to this job that I hate? That can get you spiraling, but just stop there and say, okay, well, what does this job provide me? Is this the job that I actually prayed for? And now that I'm there, now I don't like it. So there are things that you can figure out. Well, yeah, this is the job that I initially wanted and I received it. And it's okay that I can change my mind about it now. But just because I changed my mind about it now does not mean that I'm being punished for this job or things didn't work out. It did work out. It did. You prayed for that. So that's just an example of just how to offset it. And I think that this, my guides wanted me to just go through this process, just so I can tell you all. So then the vision that I saw after I went through that process and kind of pulled myself out of it, I saw why I need to go through that process. So it was because, I saw a sphere, and it was a half. On one half was dark, and the other half was light, black and white. So dark and light. I am thinking falling down this rabbit hole of things were not working out. I was having a bad time. I'm not as good as I think I am mentally or spiritually. I was firmly in the dark part of the sphere. And when I was in this dark part of the sphere, it was like, oh, this is where some of people are, some of you are, um, but not this collective. Okay, the people who live in that dark part of the sphere are not in this collective that I'm talking about. Those are the people that actually stay there. This collective, you actually live on the light part of the sphere, but you visit you visit the dark part. And it's okay if you go there, because you just can't stay at one part all the time. It's okay if you go there, but you have to recognize that you're there and then move to the light part. You used to be in the dark part before you start this spiritual work, before you start this healing journey, before you start this transition and transformation. You used to live there, but now you don't. You live in the light part. So for you guys, so if this is you and this message is resonating with you, what you need to do is just what I said earlier, is start identifying, okay, well, this doesn't work out, this doesn't work out, this doesn't work out. And so instead of just letting yourself spiral, your task now is to identify, well, why doesn't that work out? Isn't this what I asked for? Or, okay, I don't like being here, but I can change that at any time. I don't need to stay in the sludge, in just this low vibrational energy of nothing is going on, and then start spiraling down. Stop it, address it, so that you can actually move out of that space and go back to the light. And I'm hearing now that there will be times that are trying and times that test you. And I hate even saying test. But just so the test is that you are able to go there and know now that you are not energetically the same, and that you can change it at any time you want to. So you can alchemize it. You can work yourself out of it, work yourself through it to remain in the light part. So again, you don't always stay in the light part. You're going to have to go to the dark part of the sphere. But when you go there, you're not a resident there, I'm hearing. So you're not a resident there anymore. You've actually moved on from there. But when you visit there, you're going to have systems put into place to help you get out. I hope this makes sense for you guys. I hope this, it did last night to me, but I hope it makes sense, and I hope it really resonates with who it needs to resonate with. Again, we're all on this journey. We're all learning and we're all improving, and it's okay for our thoughts to do that. But what's not okay is for us to actually stay in that mindset, because we are not our thoughts. Our thoughts do not control us. We control them. And that's, I guess, what we're learning now. So happy Monday, everybody.